Hello! Today we are going to be making this thing, this monstrosity that I've just created on paper. It's called the Tuna-Alfredo-Mayo Sandwich. It has a nice ring to it, but does it taste good? We'll find out. Alright, so for this first part we're going to make the mayonnaise. We're going to need 1 large egg, 1 tablespoon of Dijon mustard, how do I pronounce that? I don't know what I'm doing. 1 tablespoon of vinegar, 1/4 teaspoon of salt, and 1 cup of canola oil. Alright, food processor is all set up. Now, we can start adding some stuff. Alright, we have all our ingredients right here. We're going to start with our egg. If I can get it open. There we go. Alright, now all I need to do is not fail trying to get this in here, and we should be good. One tablespoon of vinegar. Oh, that smells. And finally, 1/4 of a teaspoon of salt. So not much in here. Alright, now we're just going to get these processing for 1 minute. Do not add your oil yet. Process it for about 20 seconds. After 20 seconds, you're going to take the lid off, scrape the sides with a rubber spatula in case anything appears to form there. Alright, there we go. And then you're going to slowly add 1 cup of canola oil while it is running. Make sure to keep yourself on eye level while you do this. All right. Then we're going to turn this back on. And we're going to slowly add the oil, very slowly. Okay, so while I'm taking an absurdly long time to pour this oil into this mixture, let me describe to you what I'm actually making. Well, I mean, you already know what I'm making, but I'm just going to tell you anyways. This is the Tuna Alfredo Mayo Sandwich, complete with store-bought hamburger buns, as well as tuna alfredo and mayo on the inside. It's pretty self-explanatory. The tuna alfredo is made of, well, tuna, fettuccine noodles, and alfredo sauce. Pretty much whatever you'd see in the store. And the mayo, I am, of course, making right now. This is what I sketched it to look like, and this is the final result. Follow this tutorial, and you'll see how I describe it to be a perfect blend of bitterness as well as sweet flavors. So I highly recommend that you make this for yourself and see what it tastes like for you. If you want to do that, keep following this tutorial. Alright. That looks like mayonnaise to me. Alright, now we're going to scrape the sides again with the rubber spatula. There we go. And then we're gonna process this for about 10 more seconds. Alright, that was 10. Then we're gonna add a shake. And then process it a little bit more. Just some extra salt to taste. This thing will not go away. Okay. Then process for a little bit longer. Alright, that's pretty good. Now, before you're done, it is very important for you to make sure to test to make sure that your mayo is thick enough. So it should be like as thick as ketchup. It is not. If it's not, add a little bit more oil. But this is pretty good. This is a good thickness. Smells like mayo. Tastes like mayo. So we're done. Tomorrow we will make the tuna Alfredo, which is the second half of our recipe. And then we will combine both things, put them in a burger, and see how it tastes. All right, it is day 2, and we're gonna start on the tuna Alfredo. I'm gonna start by filling this saucepan with about, I'm thinking a liter of water. Or no, I think I'll go to 6 cups. Okay, now I'm gonna salt the water. Stir that in. The salt should help it to get it boiling faster. I think that's what it does. All right. Now it's salt water, and we're going to set it to boil. All right, so it looks like it is done. It is boiling. So now we're gonna take these. We're gonna slowly put them in. Just like that. And then take these. I'm just gonna toss them in there. And then over time, they'll take form inside and they will be not solid. Alright, so now it's all in there. We're just gonna let that sit and do its thing. Okay, so the pasta's been cooking for about 5 minutes now, so I think we can add the tuna. Okay, I've got the tuna. I'm gonna drain it now. Alright. Alright. Now we're gonna mix it. Alright. I've drained everything, so now we're gonna make the Alfredo. Alright. So we're gonna Put in 2 tablespoons of oil, then 2 tablespoons of flour. Keep it on a low heat, otherwise you will probably burn your flour. I'm just going to start by mixing that. It smells a bit like cake batter, a bit, but that shouldn't be what it is. All right, you want to add the milk very slowly while you're mixing. I'm going to switch over to the whisk now. All right, now we can turn up the heat a bit. And just let it simmer. Now you're gonna slowly add the cheese as well, because if you add too much at a time, it takes like forever to melt. So that should be enough to start. We're gonna turn up the heat a little bit more so that it can melt. And finally, we are gonna mix it. And then just slowly do that. Just add a little bit at a time, mix it in, make sure that it is melted, and then add a little bit more. Finally, all the cheese has been added. So now, I just lowered the heat to a simmer, to a high simmer. So now I'm just gonna mix it for a little bit. Or, you know what, I think I'm just gonna let it sit. All right, it is thickened a bit, so now I'm going to salt it and pepper it. I'm gonna do it one more time for each. This pasta has been sitting ever so patiently. And now it will be added. I'm gonna taste this one first. Yep, we're good. Woo! Beautiful sneeze I did there. All right. Now, finalize this pasta. Oh yes, look at that. Look at that. It's so delicious looking. Look at that. Here it is in all its glory. I think the final product turned out to be worth it. Oh, I gotta turn this off. Now, we are going to make the sandwich. So we have here some buns from like a grocery store or something. I'm just gonna spread the mayo on top, not too much. Just enough to get that bitter-like flavor in there. And then a little bit more on the bottom. And there you have it. All right. Time for my honest reaction. Just gonna get some more of these noodles in here. Here we go. That is good. That is good. Yeah. Yeah, this is good. It's got a nice, sweet Alfredo flavor. And then you have the mayo and kind of kicks in shortly after. It's good. Well, you heard the man. Make your own tuna Alfredo mayo sandwich today. It's bitter and sweet in one closed-face package.